Hello.
Hi.
What do we have here?
I believe we have a first edition Alice in Wonderland.
Whoa. So did you do all your research on it? Like go down the rabbit hole and all that?
Yeah, but it's a deep rabbit hole, and I'm not sure I made it to the bottom. I'm at the pawn shop today to sell my first edition Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. I found it in a dumpster. It just seems so old, and I was in awe that I could possibly be in possession of something like that. I'm very confident that this book is originally printed in the late 1800s. I'm hoping to get $10,000 today for my first edition Alice's Adventures in Wonderland.
That is really neat. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, it was written by Lewis Carroll. Came out 1865. You had the Cheshire Cat, you had the Mad Hatter. It's been adapted so many different ways. Been multiple movies about it. Probably one of the most famous children's book there is. It's one of the reasons why a first edition would be worth a lot of money. You've done your research. This is supposed to be a first edition.
I did a little research, mostly online. The first printing had a certain number of illustrations. Mine has the same number of illustrations.
All right. It's such a neat book. It really is. I mean, like, especially,
Yeah, I'm afraid I got a few damaged pages.
I mean, it looks like a felt tip marker. Someone added some art to it. Now, what do you want for it?
I'm asking 10 grand.
$10,000.
Yes.
Okay. And to tell you the truth, I have no idea if that's a good price. This is a very expensive book, if it is a first edition. But the coloring of the pictures is going to be considered massive damage. Whether it takes 50, 75, or 90% off the value, I don't know. And I still have to confirm it's a first edition. Let me get my book expert down here. I mean, there's some very unique problems with this. If you can hang out, she'll come down, she'll take a look at it. We get a picture of what the price will be.
Fair deal. I'm very hopeful that the expert agrees with me on the value of this book.
Rebecca!
Hi, Rick. How are you?
Doing great.
Good.
It's your unbirthday.
Okay, so Alice in Wonderland. You know, originally it was Alice's Adventures Underground, and then
Okay.
they changed it, yes, to Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, which sounds a little bit more fantastical. So this book started because Lewis Carroll actually was telling the story to a few little girls who were the daughters of a friend of his, and the little girls asked him to write it down, so he did. One of the little girls was, of course, named Alice, a real person.
So there's a lot of damage in it.
Can I take a look?
Yeah.
I see. I'm trying to imagine how, as a rare book dealer, I would describe this. You know, like a later hand coloring to wood engraving. Well, that does happen with children's books. From time to time, children do get a hold of them.
First, I guess we need to figure out if it's first edition.
That's the correct thing to be concerned about, because a book that's a first edition Alice in Wonderland, I've sold for as much as $40,000. It's in high demand, so yes, even copies that have condition issues, absolutely worth talking about. And this does have that, you know, classic red cloth that's very iconic with the Alice and the gilt in the front. It does look like a first edition. The next thing is that the first edition says specifically D. Appleton, New York, has the publisher. But I see main problem here is that there's no publication information on the title page. It is not a first edition, Rick. It's probably more like the 50,000th edition. It is
Okay.
probably from, the 1940s.
So
Listen.
it's going to be a great gift to a child?
Yeah, some child loved this book. I appreciate that. I hope another child can love this book. A collector probably not going to love this book.
Okay. And therefore, it's worth...
20 bucks. Wish I had better news, but
Okay. Have a good one.
take care.
So it's not a first edition.
It was definitely worth giving this a shot.
All right, well, keep the book around, you know. Put it on the bookshelf, have a tea party, read it every once in a while.
All right, thank you very much for letting me know.
Yeah, that trip to Wonderland didn't go so well. Kind of feel like Alice.